Today I am going to be showing you how to perform hands-on only CPR. This is a skill that you have to test out on, so this should be interesting. I'm going to show you the steps that you need to take, and then after that you have two choices. You can either record a video of yourself doing these steps, or you can send a picture of you doing each step and you can tell me what you are doing in each step. So here are the steps of CPR. Let's say that Elmo, so we're working with here, is our victim, and I come up on the scene, and the very first thing I need to do is make sure the scene is safe. So when I get up here, I take a look around. So what you need to do is fake look around, and you need to say the scene is safe. So let's say that Elmo was laying in the middle of the road, then this would not be a safe scene for me to get down and perform CPR on Elmo. Let's say Elmo was in the middle of a house fire. This would not be a safe scene, but if Elmo was in a safe scene, then we could perform CPR. So step one, the scene is safe. The next thing you need to do is you're gonna see if he is unconscious or if he's breathing or alive. So to do that, you tap and shout. So you would say, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Now, if they were to respond and say, "I'm okay," then you don't need to do CPR. If they're unresponsive, then this is where you need to take the next step. So step one, assess the scene is safe. Step two, tap and shout, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And they don't respond. So the next step would be to activate EMS or 911. When you do that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna point and say, "You call 911. If I were to say, "Someone call 911, then there's a large chance that someone won't call 911 because someone's gonna think someone else is doing it, and they'll think, "Oh, I don't need to do it." So when you tell someone to call 911, you're actually telling a specific person, "You call 911. And you can tell someone else to get the AED. So you call 911, you get the AED. The next step of this is going to be to check Elmo quickly. So we told someone to call 911. Now we need to check. We need to see if there's any bleeding. We need to see if he's breathing. So he's not responsive. I can look, see if the skin is starting to turn blue or purple. I can check for a heartbeat, but we're just gonna scan his body quickly. After that, the very last thing is we're gonna start CPR. So when you do CPR, what you wanna do is you are going to interlock your fingers. So whatever your dominant hand is first, that'll be flat in the middle of the chest or the middle of the sternum. You interlock your fingers, so like this. We have one hand on top of the other and we're wrapping it around. And we are going to kneel over the body. So my weight should be leaning over Elmo, and I put the palm of my hand in the center of his sternum or the center of the chest. My fingers are interlocked. I put them in the center of his sternum, and these are called chest compressions. And you want to do them at a rate of about 100 to 120 per minute. Really, it just feels like a beat once you get into it. If you want to take a quick test and you want to time yourself so you get the rhythm, just think for every 1 minute, it should be 100 to 120 chest compressions. So we have our hands in the center of the chest, and what we are going to do is we push 2 inches into the chest. So 2 inches, obviously this is on Elmo, so I need to be a little bit careful, but our chest compressions will go 2 inches into the chest. A common question is, can this break their ribs? And the answer is yes, it can break their ribs, but a few broken ribs and you're alive is gonna be a lot better than no broken ribs and no one did CPR. So I will show you how this looks from start to finish. So the first thing I do is I come up, I see Elmo, I'm assessing the scene is safe, okay? After that, I'm gonna tap and shout, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Elmo doesn't respond. The third thing I need to do is tell someone to get 911. So you call 911, you get the AED. Then I just wanna scan him quickly. So I'm looking, I don't see any bleeding. And the very last thing is to start CPR. So I interlock my hands, I kneel up onto my knees, I put my hand or my palm of my hand in the center of his chest, and I start my chest compressions, which look like this. So if you need help with that, just to make sure you are on pace, if you have someone at home, it helps just to do like a clap of the hands, so just you'd be exactly on pace. You could play a song. I'm sure if you look up a song, Staying Alive by the Bee Gees is a common one. But just know that when you show me that you can do this skill, you have to do all 5 of those steps. So either record a video just walking through each step, or take a picture of yourself doing each step and tell me what you are doing in each one. So email me if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, and we saved Elmo. So our job here is done.